The strike started by SAG-AFTRA has caused a disastrous impact on many video games, including the representative of Hoyoverse games, Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, and so on. As a plotline enjoyer and an English learner, it is really a catastrophe to me. But I happen to be a Python programmer with a bit experiences on AI development. Well, actually, I'm just expertise in invoking others' library, but nevertheless, I happen to play those two games and suffered from this motherfucking thing after I can't get a full gaming experience after the time-limited event crash, and thus this project came out. About a dozen of lines of code impediments what exactly I want, and there we go into the theory part. Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how this works. First, let's go to check the voice connection part. We use a beautiful soup4 library to fetch all the voices and dialogue part of the declared choice to fetch, and download it into the downloaded voices and automatically converts the dataset into the usable format for GPT-SoVITs. And next, let's check the subtitle collection part. Basically, the series is like the same, so I'm not going to introduce it here. And the third is the emotion classification, which is in the emotion.py file. This file uses this BERT model to classify the emotions into anger, anticipation, disgust, fear, joy, love, optimism, pessimism, sad, surprise, trust. These 10 class of emotions, and then sorted into this sentiment analysis manifest, which is the necessary part of the dub-all command. So now we're going to introduce the dubbing feature, which is the final step before the DNP feature, and it will first set up the emotional analysis file, which is the reference for the reference audio picking. And for each character, it will set up the GPT-SoVITs client, and it will start dubbing for all the subtitles need to be done. But let's dive into this function. And this function, it will first fetch the reference audio. It will try to pick a reference audio by emotion first, and then if no voice found for it, it will fall back to random picking function, and then that's how it works basically. So how to use it is also easy, but notice that the model fine-tuning and work should not be done on WSL, which is the Windows subsystem, Linux subsystem. It is not capable for this work. I already tried, but I didn't get this result because of an unknown error. So the first step you need to do is to configure your environment. I assume that you are already familiar with the conda. First, you need to create a conda environment and conda activated. Enter your own environment name and then download all the requirements from here. Basically, we need the first three. The next is for the front end work, and you should also follow the GPT-SoVITs README to initialize the environment. It will already give you a script to finish it. I strongly recommend that all of these things should be done in Linux environment. Yes, this is my WFL environment, which is only capable for inferring, and all of the fine-tuning work should be done online or through a real machine. I have no time to run a Linux system bare bones, so that's it. First, and then after you finished configuring your environment, you can some app.py to download the voices you need, which is written in the configuration file. So I'm not going to demonstrate it once again because I've already did it. And then you should done the emotion classification, which is to extract the emotion trace from the text and then summarize it into a manifest file. It will take a bit amount of time. That's okay. I've already done that before. This is only for demonstrating. If you have seen these errors, just ignore it. I've already used the exclude feature to make sure our dataset is clean. All of these classifications have been complete, and then we can finish our next step, which is to download this subtitle we need to dub. Just like before, I've already finished it. If everything going fine, there shouldn't be any errors, and you can use the dataset overview to cleanse the dataset you would download. I strongly recommend that before you put all of your things onto the Colab, you should trim your dataset into an acceptable range, which means you need to delete some voice lines. I suggest that you can reserve 200 lines of voiceover, which is the most optimal dataset number. Here, we don't need that much. Calais and the Behavior is okay. Basically, just like that, it should be work. And then we go to our Colab. This is the modified version of the Colab script I downloaded from the GPT-SoVITs. And here, execute all the polys, but except Launchpad UI. It will take a significant amount of time. For the concerns of saving times, I decided not to show our steps on Google Colab that much. And next, skip to the dubbing feature. And register these things. And we will add a behavior. If 8312 212, and then Calais 192, and they are all E15, and it's okay. And now you can continue to start the inference server. And on the other window, start the dub all process. It will automatically detect the voices you will already dub and ignore it. So when you fade a bit during its first boot, it will take a long time to finish this set. It's all about waiting. And after starting it, start the dub all.
press start.
Now enough bullshit, let's start our real gaming experiences. So first you need to start the dmp.py and you can launch your game. In this clip, I used MacBook Air M1 to record all the contents from my gaming machine. So the audio quality will be a bit weird, and it will be totally fine in the real situation, and so as the video quality.
Everyone good with their assignment? Then let's get this show on the road. Oh, and again, please be careful. The last thing we want is for her to find out about our plan.
Don't worry about that. Mercenaries can keep a secret like our lives depend on it.
I'm not sure this scenario is quite that extreme.
Continue?
And a sit-ass just a figure of speech.
I'm still kinda nervous, Ines. Not that I'm scared I'll let something slip. It's just what if she suddenly shows up behind me without warning? Hey there! What are you guys talking about? Nothing, I swear. I don't know anything you don't know. I'm not hiding anything.
Calm down. Call IAT, at least check who it is before you freak out.
Traveler. Hi, Moan. Fancy seeing you here.
Bro, this is fire!
The original purpose of this project is to help those who suffered from the same pain as mine. As a citizen of the People's Republic of China, a socialist, I fully understand the purpose and the background of the strike and support whatever the union did for the neighbors. Nevertheless, in my opinions of review, fears of AI technology advanced are just the fears of being replaced. To be more precise, it is the fear of the capitalists will use AI technology to replace human labor and maximize their profit, which is the representation of the basic contradiction of the capitalism. The contradiction between the socialization of production and the private appropriation of the means of the production in Marxist terms. As far as I am concerned, I sincerely wish there will be one day people can gain equal developing capability and chance and embrace the benefits of the AI technology at once.